Well, hi there. This is Craig Hain. My students call me Dr. Dell. And this video is about an offer that I am making to young adults in particular. It's really to anyone, but particularly young adults. And it's actually 4 videos and a gift. And let me tell you about them. First of all, these are videos that I've created to try to help any young adult become really a very successful adult. These are things I've learned in my life. I was advised and it helped me a lot, and it works for lots of people. And you're going to find out in a moment. To get it, you just go to my website, and I'll show you that in a moment, craighane.com, and press a tab, and you'll get it. And the first thing you're going to get is a video that I call Invest in Yourself. Now, this is really to teach a young adult how they can develop the ability to be financially independent, meaning self-sufficient, uh, really by the time they're in their late teens or early 20s. And if they've got some determination and perseverance, they'll be able to do this very well. And there's lots of ways it can happen. And this 15-minute video is all about it. And I think that is a wonderful thing today for young adults to know to do. Now, one of the things that helped me in my life so much was what I call the mustard seed story. It's a 9-minute video, and it was something taught to me when I was very young, 9 or 10 years old, by a wonderful Sunday school teacher, and it helped me all my life. And I've had what, in my opinion and my judgment, is a very wonderful life. I've had a great life, and I attribute a lot of that to what I learned from this story. As a matter of fact, I've then done a longer video, 37 minutes, about my life, so you'll know who I am and where I come from, what I've done, and why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Now, there are some students that are going to consider wanting to go to college or trade school, and that's very important for some students. Some students should, some shouldn't. I have a whole video on it. And if you do decide to go to college or trade school, how can you do it debt-free? That's the big question. And I teach you how to do that in this video. And there's no doubt that it can be done today, and there's people doing it. Now, in addition to these 4 videos, I'm giving you a gift. It's a free online interactive training program. It's about how to do the basics of arithmetic with a scientific calculator, the TI-30XA. The TI-30XA, this is a $10 calculator. You can buy it anywhere for around $10. And this is a product we actually sell, but I'm going to give it to you as a gift. And you're going to be able to go to homeschoolertoday.com crusade and get it. And I'll show you that in a moment. I'll show you these websites in a moment. But first, I want to go through this flyer. Now, it's going to turn out, once you get that gift and begin to learn more about math, and if you really want to master the scientific calculator, we have an incredible new program we just now introduced to the world, which teaches you how to master it to do anything you're going to want to do, basically in any technical subject or STEM. And it's 25 lessons. Now, you're going to find out that the free gift comes with PDFs you print out, but this comes with a notebook that's printed by Amazon, print-on-demand notebook. It's 180 pages. Each of the 25 lessons has a tutorial video delivered from Amazon Web Services. It's in a learning management system, so it's kept track of. There's a forum where you can ask questions, and that entire program, believe it or not, is only $15, $14.99. You can buy it directly from Amazon, or if you're a member of an organization, a club, or a church, they might be able to sell it to you for $15, $14.99, and they can get a donation for doing that. And I'm going to show you that in a moment when we get done with the flyer. Now, one of the things you're going to learn in going through these videos and in the free program is that math today is much easier to learn than it used to be in the 20th century. And we have a program today that's vastly superior to the old standard math programs, the old 20th century one. And I'm going to give you a $20 coupon to apply to the purchase price of any of those things. And there's several different things you might do depending on what you are. Now, if you really want to understand the new math and what can be done with it, I'm talking the math, the 21st century math, I wrote a book called How and Why Homeschool Math Can Be Vastly Superior to Public School Math. And it is if you use it properly. And you can go, and if you go to my website again, craighane.com, which you'll be going to, you can get a free copy there. And that free copy comes with either, each chapter is either a text, a PDF text, or a video for the chapter. You can listen to the book or you can read it. Now, the bottom line today, as far as math goes, and I'm a math teacher, is that any student today can learn all of the math that they'll ever need for any future career path, which includes technical careers, the military, or any STEM subject, much easier than they could a decade ago. And that's because of new technologies and new programs that are based on these technologies. That's what you're going to be learning all about in these videos. Now, you don't have to do math. There's other ways to succeed, and I tell you that in the Invest in Yourself video. But for those people that might want to do a technical career, and by the way, there's all kinds of opportunities today for technical career paths and great high-paying jobs, then you're going to need math, and I will tell you how you can get it very easily. Now, particularly, I put this in bold, if a student dislikes math, or maybe is afraid of math, has had a bad experience with math, usually that's the reason why you dislike it or you're afraid of it. You've had a bad experience, then these videos and this free sample program are an absolute must. Just because math today is easy for virtually any student when it's taught properly, and I show you how that's done, and I show you products where you can get that. So I actually think that these 4 videos and this free gift can be life transforming for many, many students. Life transforming. Just imagine going from a mediocre, low-paid job to a high-paid job, a career path. And that can happen today. So a student can come here and watch these videos in less than 2 hours. They can take the program, the free program, in a few more hours. Nothing to lose and a lot to gain. Much to gain for some students. For some students, it'll be incredible. It'll be life transforming, as I said, for some students. So keep the faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the future. Now, as a matter of fact, I also just did a new video you might be interested in. It's called Math Proves That God Exists. Now, a lot of people are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. First of all, there's nothing to do with any religion. This is math proves it. And in this video, first of all, I define what I mean by the word God. I think you can probably agree with it. I have to tell you what math really is. A lot of people don't even understand what it is, what math is. And then what does it mean to prove something? Well, I explain those 3 definitions, and then I give you 2 proofs, actually, that God exists. And also, and involves science, obviously, because math is the backbone of science. And I have another video that goes with that called A Short History of Science. And so those videos you might find very interesting. Now, if you're already a believer, if you're already religious, if you want to call it, you believe in God, this will just give you a lot more affirmation coming from math and science. If you don't believe in God or you question it, then this is something you definitely ought to watch, because it's really amazing what modern science, the latest science, it's just amazing. Most people are totally unaware of this. I'm going to tell you things in here that almost nobody knows today. And of course, you can contact me at my contact information that's given here. And if you are an organization like a club or a church, you can schedule a Zoom meeting with me, not to learn math. I don't teach you math on a Zoom meeting, but I will talk about math education and how to give your children the very best 21st century math education today possible. And it's an incredible thing, and it's vastly superior to the old 20th century math programs, which are still being taught in most schools today and in most textbooks. And you'll learn all about that. Now, this is a 2-page flyer I just went through. You can print out a PDF of this and pass it out to young people, just the flyer. This is the flyer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to some of these websites that I talked to you about and just show you how this works so you make sure you understand it. My basic website is craighane.com. That's me, craighane.com. And when you come here, there's a lot of information on it. But if you click in this Invest in Yourself tab, that will take you then to the free gifts. And I'm going to move my, let's see here. I'm going to move the video over here out of the way. Why invest in yourself? That's a 15-minute video. And that's the one where I'm telling you how you can become financially independent and earn your own way. And it's just amazing what you can do. If you're interested in college, then I have this video, 17-minute video on how to do it without incurring debt. First of all, should you even go? And that's a question we talk about. But then if you do go, how do you do it and get what you need out of it with no debt? And it's doable today, but most people have no idea how to do it. And that explains it. Now, I mentioned to you earlier that once you decide you're going to go to college or go into a technical career, you're going to want to probably buy this $14.99 program, because it is it's fantastic. And I'll tell you a little more about that in a moment. I have the mustard seed story, which was, to me, a very inspirational thing, and I like to share it with other people. I've shared this with a lot of people over the years, and it's actually helped a lot of people improve their lives. And then I've also got the video about my own life. This is a long video, 37 minutes, but that way you know who I am, where I'm coming from, kind of what I've done in life, why the mustard seed story was so valuable to me and worthwhile, why math has been so wonderful for me, and so on and so forth. And a lot of what's happened to me, I believe, can happen to you. Now, I mentioned to you earlier the Succeed with Math Crusade, the free gift. You go to homeschoolertoday.com/crusade, and there you're going to get your free gift. You click on that, and that'll move you down to get your free gift. And you click on claim your free gift, and you go over here. And this is what it is. Now, this free gift is how to do basic calculations with a scientific calculator, the TI-30XA. There's 10 lessons altogether. There's an introduction, and then there's 9 more lessons. This is a great way to get psychology turned around. If your student doesn't like math, afraid of math, blah, 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 get this free gift and do it. Now, the free gift comes with notes and exercises in a PDF. So it's a PDF that you need to print out, because when the student takes the program, every one of these lessons has a video. They're going to be in a learning management system. They're going to take one lesson at a time, climbing the ladder, and every lesson has a video with it that explains. They can watch it and back it up. Then they do and they have notes. Then when they're watching the video, they're taking notes, or they've got a note in front of them that I've written out for them. Then they do exercises. Then they take a quiz to make sure they understand it, and then they move on. Now, most students are going to go through this in a matter of, it depends on the student. Students go at different paces. It's self-paced. But most students will go through this in a few hours. If it turns out that they really like this training, if they like the way I'm doing it, if they can understand me, if they like the notes, then what I urge them to do fairly early on is to buy the $14.99, because then the notes are already in a nice printed out book form that they're going to get from Amazon. This will come from Amazon. This book will. It's a print-on-demand book. I'm amazed what Amazon will do today. It's absolutely amazing that we can sell this program for $14.99, which includes this book and includes these videos. This book, by the way, has 25 lessons in it, not just 9. It's just complete. You'll completely master the scientific calculator. In fact, that's what I am telling you about that. Now, the other thing that's going to happen is if your student then wants to go into math, you're at the you go to this Crusade program and go on down in the website, and I will show you then the absolutely amazing 6-tier program that we've developed using modern technologies. And here's the 6 tiers, and it takes all the way through calculus and differential equations. So if you have a student that's interested in science or engineering, this program is absolutely nothing like it out there. It's phenomenal. And the reason it is so vastly superior is we use the modern tool to learn the math and to do the math. It's called Wolfram Alpha. Just remember that, Wolfram Alpha. That's the tool developed. It was introduced to the world 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago. And that's why math today is so much easier than it was in the 20th century. And in fact, it's still being taught in the old-fashioned way today. In fact, I make the statement that every calculus book today and every differential equations book and every pre-algebra book today is obsolete because they're teaching the old manual tools that are no longer of any value. So this is the crusade. Now, as a matter of fact, you'll learn you can get access to all of that training for $29 a month. And not only that, you'll have an opportunity to help share with other people and even get some money back, make some money doing it, so it's even less than that. You can literally, with a little bit of effort, you can get this training for free and even make some money doing it. But that's another story you'll learn all about. So what I need you to do now, clearly, is I need you to go to my website and claim your, click the Invest in Yourself tab. By the way, here's where you get the free book. If I click on that, that takes me to the free book, How and Why. And this free book, once again, let me move this out of the way. Homeschool Math Can Be Vastly Superior. This free book now, here's all the chapters in it. Look at all that information. And every one of these chapters has a PDF and a video. If you want to learn about STEM, you go to chapter 6 and you hit go now, and it takes you over here. And there's a PDF for the chapter, and here is the 34-minute video reading the chapter. So it's all there for you. In other words, if you start working with me and investing in yourself, you're going to have a student's life transformed. Now, there's lots of different ways it can go. There's so many technical careers today that you can do, or the military or whatever. And if you get the right math background, it's going to give you a tremendous ability to have a great, wonderful career in so many ways. And that's what my free gifts are all about. So I urge you to go and get your free gifts. Tell students about it. And all you got to do is send them to my website where you're watching this video, which is craighane.com/gifts. And away they go. And then you probably are going to want to print out the flyer that we talked about earlier. It's a 2-page flyer, and you can give it to the student, and then you can send them to this website and watch the video that I'm now recording for you, and they'll learn all about it. So this is Craig Hain. I have enjoyed communicating with you. I hope that you take advantage of the free gifts, or some of your students do, your young adults, and I wish you then to have a very, very successful life. It's my belief that our future in this country depends on this younger generation taking a hold and really doing things that can be done today. The technologies today are magnificent, but most of them require math to understand and to use. And if we use our technologies today, we're going to transform the world. We're going to eliminate war. We're going to have plenty of material goods for everybody. We're going to clean up the environment. There's all sorts of things we can do today that we're not doing that this next generation can do. And our generation, and I'm about 3 generations ahead of you, are responsible for giving our students the best possible training and education to do that. And that's what this is all about. That's why I'm giving you these gifts to get you started. So, as I said, this is Craig Hain, and I appreciate your watching this video, and I will see you, no doubt, on some other videos. Have a wonderful life.